The best football players in the world, Ronaldinho, name them, Ronaldo, Messi, a lot of them, or the bulk of them, have come from very humble backgrounds. There's a relationship between those humble backgrounds and bringing up the best football stars. Even in Kenya, our very biggest stars, Dennis Oliech, talk about McDonald Mariga and his brother, Victor Wanyama. Those guys, if you look at the backgrounds they come from, will explain a lot, and they will give credence to the story that we are about to share with you today. Football in the streets, football in the slums. That's the conversation that we're about to have. It's the second half of Game On, and I'm joined by members of a group called the Kibera Reformation and Transformation Center. Kibera is the first word, Kibera Reformation and Transformation Center. But we're not just going to be talking about stuff happening in Kibera, are we, gentlemen?
No.
All right. Let's begin. Kindly welcome to the studio and introduce yourself.
My name is Bernard Owino Chieng. I'm a member of Kibera Reformation and Transformation Center. I am part of the Sports Development Committee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Welcome to the studio, Bernard. And on my right, let's start with the extreme end.
Yeah, my name's Abe John, a member of the KRTC Reformation Group. My discipline is coaching football, junior team.
Okay.
Yeah, from under 9 to the senior team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. And
Yeah, my name is Isaac Lumwachi. I am the founder of KRTC, which is began as a community-based organization in Kibera, but right now we have teams spread from all across Nairobi, in all the 17 sub-counties of Nairobi. We have teams
spread across the entire area of Nairobi. So
Yes.
why begin as a founder? Just start there. Where did the vision of starting KRTC come from?
Okay, the vision began when I myself, I was born in Kibera, and all of us understand how Kibera is. And we were born in a very harsh environment where there was no food, there was no water. Life was very hard for us. Then I was not even able to get education myself. I got some guys who supported me and helped me to go back to school. Now, by the time I was going to class 7, a lot of my peers were still not going to school, but mostly they would wake up in the morning and go to collect waste or rubbish, or they will go on the streets to at least get something to eat. So I had a passion on if I could make it, what I could do to help those kids also be supported like me. So we started the organization as a team. By that time, all we could know as a social activity was football. So we started just by a small football club that targeted the kids who are not going to school, who are just hanging around in the slum.
Yeah.
So we started a football team. Then it was football was the only thing that will gather us together as children in the slum who are not likely to go to school. So through that, we could get now people who will come and get us gathered and advise us about how to go to school. Then when I began that first team, it was called Golden Boys in Kibera then. So many kids were not able to go to school. So they were interested in what I was doing. So every kid in the slum, because of the harsh environment, would want to play. So we got so many kids who wanted to be part of it. And as you see, we could not afford to buy balls, we could not afford to buy kits, but we could just gather some support from within ourselves and establish teams. That is how we started all the 12 teams that we are managing right now. So we started with the Golden Boys, we went to the Young Boys, we went to Mara NFC, we went to, now we started spreading a bit from Kibera to other extended areas.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now you're talking about 17 sub-counties.
Yes.
Across Nairobi.
Yes.
And that's very interesting. We'll come back to that background and those foundations. So at which point, Bernard, do you come into this dream?
We met with Isaac. I'm very passionate about sports. And when we met with Isaac, he gave me his vision. Then we had to go to the streets with him so that I can see what he does. because I was already in sports also. I was in basketball. So we started merging our ideas together, and we agreed that we will pick talent from the streets, develop, give them a pathway, develop the skill, and then ensure that they get exposure, and then we change their lives through sports. Yeah, so that is how we met.
Okay.
That is 3 years ago.
All right.
Yeah.
And now, how does the program, just staying with you, Bernard, how does the program of KRTC look like in a particular calendar year, or what type of activities beyond the football, or including the football? What kind of if I just step into KRTC, what am I looking at as a calendar of events, or what activities are you guys doing?
We have sports, we have arts, where we ensure that we try 3 times in a year to get the best talent, maybe musicians. We might even go ahead and look for artists, those who can draw. We have actors from the street. That is how we have different categories of how we pick the talents, but all based in art, so that we get them from the street, we ensure we develop their talent, and then we expose them, and then we change their lives through that. Yeah, that is how we transform them. But in a year, we every month we have an activity, either sports or arts. Yeah.
So when you talk about changing lives, what do you do specifically? Nimekuja, nimeng'ara, mimi ni msanii, I'm an actor, you've identified my skills, I am an actor.
Hawezi kuja kama umeng'ara. In the streets, we pick you ukiwa yourself. You are raw. It's raw. You come, even your art, you have to do it with that ile gum, ile ukivuta ile gum, ile, so that after we identify that talent, now we change you. We tell you now how you should go about your life, what you should do. We plan. We help you plan now and change everything about you, so that now you become somebody. You become an example now to the rest who are still in the streets. Okay. Yeah.
So you're talking about brand development.
Yeah.
Yes. For example.
Yeah.
So what other benefits what do you provide for these talents that you've identified? What are the things?
Okay, that is a very good question. Okay, for us on daily basis, we have an activity going on, because for the kids who are living on the streets, they are there, and they have to play anyway. So play is very important for kids. It helps them to ease tension. It helps them to feel accepted, and it is also a way of union for the street children.
Yes.
Yeah. So we have activities going on every day. Like today, right now, if you go to the DC ground, the Kibera Chiefs ground, you'll find kids playing there. Those are part of our project. They train every day. You go to Undugu grounds, you'll find part of our kids, our teams and our coaches playing and training kids on football. If you go to Pipeline, roundabout, we have a church which gave us a place where the kids can train from. And then we work hand in hand with the county. So we have been given access to the county government facilities. So if we have activities at Dandora Stadium, our teams will train there every day in the evening. So every day we have activities going on. As he has told you, we have arts. So again, we work with the county. We have been given a hall at Kibera, where those who are interested in art and music, they train there. We have also been given a hall for those who are interested in craft work, weaving, soap making. Also, they come there and train and learn. And then after they have learned, when they are able now to do work themselves, now we send them to the marketplaces. So we train them in football, we train them in music, but it's a very broad place where now well-wishers and people who have now made it in life, who are interested in supporting, they've been coming and also helping them, either by training them in various disciplines. We have those ones who are being trained in art and craft, in using their hands, even for making the soap. We reach out to corporates who usually come and help us to train the kids.
Okay. Yeah. So there are different things happening.
Yeah.
Let's get back to football. In my introduction to this segment, I mentioned stars, big stars. One of the famous faces that we can talk about who comes from the slum is Ronaldinho. And when we talk about that in Kenya, and particularly Nairobi, Through your experience as a coach,
Yeah.
which players ambao wametoka say from your system ambao tunaweza waona sasa kwenye limelight sasa?
First of all, I coach by passion, and I do coaching, bringing the street children to the ground to perform their talents, to showcase their talents.
Yes.
So, and in my career, when I started as a coach, I was a player. I was brought from the streets to play football.
Yes.
This football made me to go to school, get scholarships, and go through my education.
Yeah.
So I think KRTs came in when I formed my team, but they are just playing at the street.
Yeah.
So they came in and gave us a hand, and through this sponsorship from KRTC, I have managed myself to sponsor some players, very good players. And at the moment, I can mention only two. One is playing in KPL. He's called Byron Otieno. Yeah, Shabana FC. If you can check their website, you can get it. Yeah.
Okay.
So those are the benefits from there.
Those emerging from the street.
Yeah, yeah.
So how old is your program?
It's old. We are now 21 years.
Yeah.
We started in 2003. Yeah, we started in 2003 with one team. And right now I'm telling you, we have 17 teams under the KRTC umbrella. As you are asking, some of the other players who have benefited from our system, there are so many. Even including my brother, my younger brother, he also benefited through the system. And he plays he went to Denmark. We have Steve Deche, he's in France. And we have Kevin Taiwo, he's in Gor Mahia. Yeah, they are part of the players who have gone through our system. But the most important part is that most of the players who have been playing under KRTC, who are initially street children, we have taken them through the system. We have rehabilitation programs, we have counseling programs. I'm trained, so I'm also a professional. I also aid in counseling. So we have been able now to raise leaders who are now managing the 17 teams that I'm telling you.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you go to Dandora, you will find KRTC Dandora. We have a coach taking care of about 200 players. If you go to Young Boys, it's called Migingo, you will find a coach called Jack. Also a beneficiary from our program, who is now taking care of about 200 players. Yeah. In various places, at the CBD we have Stanley Obengo, who is also a coach, taking care of street children teams. We have one from Kamukonji. We have one in Muduru, street children football team in Muduru. So he's the one who is taking care of the street children teams in the CBD, who comes from the CBD. We also have a street children team at Pipeline, around Pipeline. We also have Kush, who is also taking care of those players and the kids who are living in that area.
Okay.
So we have trained coaches through our program who are now qualified coaches through the system, who have been accredited by the Football Federation of Kenya, and now they're taking care of our teams.
So beyond, I get you now. I get where you're going, as Isaac. Beyond talking about just not just coming from the slum, you're talking about now the people who are on the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wale machokosh.
Yes.
To say those are
those are the ones.
Those specifically how ndio mna deal now.
Hao ndo tuna deal now.
Yeah.
Raw talent from the streets.
Yeah.
That is where we pick them, we tap the talent, we grow the skill, and then we expose them, and then now we reform them kabisa.
Okay.
They now become people. They are there. Some are now running their own businesses. Yeah. They started slowly from sports. We see if we have guys who help us give scholarships. It depends on what these kids are good in. Some are maybe good in IT or something, or maybe they are taught how to drive, to ride motorcycles. We have riders in town who are former street kids, and now they're running their own businesses. Yeah.
So for you, it's about the reform aspect. Is the biggest.
That is the biggest aspect.
Yeah. Okay. Now, I just want to ask about this person is living on. I'm just trying to create a mental picture. I'm just having a mental picture here.
Yeah.
I'm living on the street. I am homeless. I don't have clothes. I don't have uniform. I don't have food. So where do you begin? Where do you begin? Before we start talking about football, there are so many other basics that we have to
take care of.
That we have to deal
Basic
with.
needs.
Yes.
They have you have to eat. You have to get a place to sleep.
Yes.
Yeah. So that is a very good question. Now you see now typically when you go to the street, you'll find those kids are sleeping there. They have no food at all. So we have partnered with some organizations, including schools and other institutions that have been really supporting when it comes to the issues like things like food. We have an organization called Mama Africa. They have come in very much handy. Like just last week, before the schools opened, the last weekend, we had a tournament for KRTC, where we had all our teams come together, and we had over 840 kids from the streets who had come to participate. Of course, definitely we needed partners to come and help provide food for such. So that one was fully taken care of. That organization is called Mama Africa. We have also worked with the World Vision. They have also come in handy through donations of food during our activities. So basically, when we start training them, we are also reaching out to well-wishers and people who would want to come and donate something, food and that. And we have also gotten some support from the county government to take care of them. So we take them. We have places where they go to train. And we keep fundraising and getting some donations, which now we use to provide food for them. Then another main thing is that most institutions are looking for talent, including schools, secondary schools, primary schools. He's part of the beneficiaries of that. Yeah. When alikuwa ameiva ball, he could play so well. We gave him to the secondary school, and they offered to support him. We have an organization called Girls Soccer. It's in Kibera. So also these are organizations that have really been supporting talent. And when they spot a talented player, they'll take them and sponsor them through their education system. So we have removed so many kids from the street because now we have been holding these major events. We had one in December last year, then we had one in February, March, 5th of May, August 19th. We hold those tournaments, then institutions will come and pick talent when these kids are showcasing their talent during these major tournaments. We also invite schools. Then if a kid or a player is very much talented, they pick and sponsor them for sponsorship. Yeah.
Roughly how many? Do you have some numbers, Bernard, of ni watoto wangapi sasa wako in school from your system, presently, under your system?
Wow, it's a big number. It's over 100 because we have well-wishers. And then the county is really supporting us because there are, in some incidences, when we get that there is a child who can go to school, maybe it is only school where we have a problem, we talk to the county. Basically, we talk to, there's a, how do we call them? They're not CSS, we call them CECs. There's a CEC called Brian Mulama, who is in charge of education and sports. He's been part of us, he's been helping us. So he never turns down our ideas. Anything he sees that would change lives, he's always in for it. So through him, we can get the numbers, but they're over 100. Because in the streets also we have those who are 18. So those who are 18, he helps us get them to TVETs so that they can go get skills. So pole, they transform, they change. Some even, we integrate them back to their families because some just ran away from their families, maybe because the father and the mother had issues. Maybe they were lacking money to eat, food, shelter. So we try and also integrate them back. It's over 100.
Okay. Sasa tuingie kwenye, sorry, I get you and I understand that this is really, really noble. You told me, Abel, you're on the coaching area. Now, what's the difference? I don't know whether you've dealt with normal clubs clubs za kawaida,
Yeah.
and then now dealing with
Street.
with this group.
Yeah.
What are the challenges, differences that you deal with?
I think dealing with the children is the most entertaining thing, because children, they listen to you. But dealing with the bigger teams, like the teams in the leagues, that gives you a lot of problems sometimes, because they want results, they don't want development. But on my side, I'm on development. I develop these kids to become more efficient in life. But there's no challenge. There's no big challenge.
So for you, it's fun. For you,
fun,
every
yeah.
day is
I want to see the children develop from their careers.
okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, I may add on to what Abel is doing. I've also been a coach all through my life. I've been coaching since 2003.
Yeah.
I've just been a coach. And the difference between coaching a professional team and coaching kids on the street is that here on the professional team, you are coaching someone who knows where they'll go to sleep, they have food to eat, and you are only mostly focused on improving their skills. When coaching a street child or taking care of a street football team, you are thinking about their hygiene, you are thinking about their health. They may not be able to run as they were the one from the professional team, how they would run. So you have to, even the amount of time you expose this kid to train is shorter. The intensity of the training you give to them, it's less intense, because this is just a kid who has come from the street and they may not have the energy. So we start slowly. We start slowly, and most of the times it's very emotional. Someone maybe who has just come from the street, maybe they will be, most of them will have scars and general weakness. Maybe they have been sniffing glue, so breathing is a problem. So it affects your mental, your feelings as a human being, trying to help this kid, knowing that even through exercise, you are also helping them to excrete whatever that is in their body. At least you're making them healthier. So it's much more challenging to train a street kid as compared to training a person who's from a professional club.
But I imagine also in terms of fulfillment, from a moral perspective, I think I believe the fulfillment is wholesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so tell me about the strides, the strides that you've made. I can imagine at the beginning this is not easy.
Yeah.
But as you go forward, you've just mentioned the CEC, the county system, and the CEC who deals with education and sport as being a key supporter. Which other pillars can you say have come in handy for you, both locally and internationally? Have you had support from outside the country? Where has the support come from?
Basically, it starts with us. Because when I go home, I know I'm going to get food and my kids are going to eat. But what about those people, those boys who are out there, the boys and girls who are out there and they've not eaten? So it starts with us. We sacrifice, first of all. Whatever we have to share. Sometimes we put it together. So that we say there's a certain area, like there's a certain base, they're saying they don't have food. What do? We organize. We come together, we share. It starts with us first. Then number two, we talked about the county. Number three, we have companies like Pembe.
Yeah, exactly.
Mzee Pembe has been very much instrumental to us.
Yeah.
Whenever we need anything for the kids, we just need to do a letter, we take it to the office, and we get food for these kids.
Yeah.
So in case of any program, he's always there. He's part of us. Not forgetting you guys. You guys gave us, you've been giving us a lot of support by giving us coverage.
Yes.
So many people have reached out to us. And I would say now we are moving to a point where we have institutions who want us to have memorandums.
Yeah.
You see, we've been talking to AMREF.
Yeah.
We have other small companies who want to come in.
Yeah.
So I'd say maybe in this first quarter, maybe next time when you invite us, we'll have a list of those who we already have memorandums with. But basically, currently, Mzee Pembe, we have Hanan, we have Fahari T, you guys giving us coverage, which has brought so many people close to us. And then now it's also between us. we also have to sacrifice by ourselves.
Okay. I hear you, and it's amazing. And if you're out there, and you believe that the underprivileged should also get support, you also have an opportunity here by engaging with the KRFT, or Kibera Reformation and Transformation Center, to advance these street children's lives. Now, where do you see this organization? When you look forward, maybe fast forward 5-10 years, where do you see the future being at?
Okay, for us first we see and we are looking forward for a future where we don't have street children on the streets. That is our mission. We need to work together and remove these street children from the streets. The right place for a kid to be is in the house, is at home. We have tried with all our might to make sure that we are taking those kids back to their homes. We collaborate with the parents, we work with schools. Whenever we get these kids who have contact to where they came from, we call and request them to go home. But now all this work needs resources, and it needs joint effort for us to be able to remove these kids from the street. So we are looking for a place where in 5 years to come, or actually 2, 3, 4, 5 years to come, we are looking for an organization that has worked to remove all the street kids from the streets of Nairobi. Okay. Yeah, that is our mission.
So that's the target. That's the ultimate target.
Yeah.
Relocate. Yes. Transfer these children to either institutions or home.
Integrate them back home.
But in the meantime, today, Abel, where particularly you're on the ground, any coaches, where do we find you? If I'm in Nairobi today and I want to see what you guys are doing. To make bigger story hapa to explain in studio. But I want to come to the ground and see what you're doing. Where do we find you?
At the moment we are at Kibera DC grounds near the chief's office. It's just a small ground, but which needs a lot of support to renovate it. But the main challenge in the ground, we have some dumping site apart from the ground. So it affects a lot of kids.
Okay.
So our main area is DC ground.
Okay. Kibera. What times? Which days?
During school days, we train from 5 to 6:40. Weekends, we meet on Saturday from 2 to 5, and Sundays from 2 to 5. Okay.
So that's one of the areas where we can find you.
That is
beyond the physical spaces where we can find you, where else do we find you? The offices or platforms, websites, etc.
Okay, we have an office at the DC's office. We have our facility there. We have a training hall that belongs to us, and we also have an office at the DC's ground. And then deep into Kibera, there is a place called Kichinjio. It used to be a slaughterhouse. So we also have a library. A community library, and another office. Then in town, at the CBD, at Agro House, 3rd floor, we also have an office there.
Okay.
Yes. There's also our website.
Yeah, we also have our website, which is www.krtccenter.org.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's www.krtccenter.org.
Yes.
Okay. So when we're moving into the year's program, what are the main activities that you have lined up? Major milestone activities that you have lined up.
Okay.
I
can take care of that. Okay. As we have told you, daily we have our daily activities.
That's okay. Yeah. But I'm saying the major.
Major activities. Now I want to tell you the major activities there. We have major activities in February, end of February, the last Saturday of February. We have a Nairobi Open tournament for the street children. That is a major event that will be held at Dandora Stadium. Then in April, end of April, we will also have the Nairobi Street Children Soccer Tournament. It will be held at Dandora. And then in August, we have the Street Children Talent Show. It is a talent show event for all street children from all the sub-counties. It will be held at the Green Park, Uhuru Park, Nairobi. And then by November, we also have the Street Children Fun Day that we will do at Arboretum.
Okay.
Yeah, those are the main events that we have in the pipeline. Yeah, for this year.
Wow. So it's an amazing mix. It's an amazing mix of events, from talent to to sports, to all that. And you
then
mentioned
having
basketball. What's happening with basketball?
We now also want to start basketball. We want to pick kids from the street who are good in basketball. Then we, first of all, we'll integrate them to the team that we have currently. Basically, we want to deal with girls in this. So we'll pick them, then integrate them to Footprints ladies basketball team, which is playing Division 1. So that Pole Pole, we grow it now, we want to have another team now for KRTC. And then we register it with the league.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
and then we get them scholarships, just like what we do. Because Footprints is the only team that has deaf players, 2 deaf players, and they play very well.
This is
They
the ladies-
mix-
the
yes,
ladies
the
team.
ladies team. It's in Division 1.
Yeah. So beyond Footprints, this is a ladies team playing in Div 1.
Yeah.
In the ladies FKF league.
Yes.
On these other teams, the men's teams.
Yeah.
Do we have them playing in the FKF leagues?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have 6 teams registered in the FKF league. You know, it's divided into divisions. We have the sub-county, we have the county, we have division 2.
County league.
Yeah, counties. Kamaliza, one of our teams, it's in Division 2. Golden Boys, they are in sub-county. Young Boys are in sub-county. Maren has played for sub-county. KRTC Boys have played for county, they are playing in the county league. And all those teams have been registered with the FKF. So we have been able to register 6 teams, which are now playing in the FKF league. And we are working hard to register the rest of the teams in the league, but there are so many challenges. Remember, we are dealing with street children. There is the finances aspect, and there is the general running of the teams in the league. It's very costly, as you may know.
I do understand that.
Yeah.
Yes. But then it seems that having this conversation is not more about how far in the league, or whether you're going to get to the FKF Premier League. That's not the real objective. No. The objective here is about how do we help these young boys, take them back to their own lives, and that's truly amazing. Listening to this is really it's really noble what you gentlemen are up to, and I would personally say this is a way to go, and this is something amazing, something special. Abel, while on that same track, what can you remember, or what can you recall as in that experience of coaching? What has been for you with these interactions with these kids, because you're dealing with them every single day?
Yeah.
What's the most remarkable experience that you have had in your career so far as a coach of these children?
First of all, the best experience I had with dealing with these children, it's about transformation of their discipline. Most of them come when they are very indisciplined. So the football aspect brings them the mind that they have to be disciplined so that they can play football. Yeah, and most of them they got scholarship through their talents, and now I can see them. They are going to school.
Okay.
Yeah, through football.
All right.
Yeah.
And for you, someone is out there who is listening to these conversations and may want to be part of what you're doing.
Yeah.
What word do you have for them?
Okay, a word that I'll have for anyone listening to us is that helping and supporting others gives the ultimate satisfaction. When you take care of these kids, when you take care of street children, you may not have a big building, a big machine, but just taking care of these kids gives all the ultimate satisfaction in your heart. You feel satisfied, you feel happy when you see this kid was on the street, then finally they're going to school. This kid was in the street, living in the street, now they have been transformed to someone who is working abroad, or because all these kids are talented. It's just, street children are just kids like our kids, like my kid, like your kid. They're just children. It's only that they find themselves in an unfortunate situation where they're on the street. So anything you spend on those street children will give you satisfaction. It gives the innermost satisfaction. So I will ask anyone, let's work together, let's hold hands and help to remove these kids from the street, that they go home.
Okay. Amazing. That's a rallying call. And if we want to be, if you want to be a part of you that you've just explained, there are several platforms.
Yeah.
You can either visit one of your offices and or better still go to the grounds at DC grounds, watch them play, watch them do their thing. But then, at which point, for you, Bernard, you're more in the admin or in the admin aspect of it. At which point did you ever feel that maybe the task you have taken is too big? That maybe you have bitten too much that you can't chew and swallow? Yeah? Did you ever have such a moment before getting here, across that journey that you've had?
I would say it's God's grace, and it is something that I took because whenever I walk around and see kids on the streets, I always ask myself, I was very lucky to get what I have. What about them? I would say people have held my hand. You see, even you giving us a platform here to sit down here and have this interview and the coverage, that is a plus for us. I'm lucky to be here. What about those who are outside there? So I said, I'm not going to tire about it. I'm going to work hard where I can. I'll talk to friends. I'll do letters where I can do. I'll bring in people on board who have that humanitarian heart. So it's never been that big and hard to help these street kids. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Amazing stuff. Again, I'm beyond words. We've had different guests on this show.
Yeah.
We've talked about different sports, but this is certainly by far one of the, emotionally, one of the most touching conversations that we've had.
Thank you.
And of course, we wish you all the best with your work.
Yeah. Thank you.
Wish you all the best going forward, and
Thank you.
wish you every success.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's game on, and it's a show of a kind, where we unveil different things with every episode, from bringing the social sport of pool and showing you the professional aspect of it, to engaging with sports and football as a transformation tool, as a reformation tool, bringing children who are street kids from the streets and just giving them a bit of a transformation, whether it's through education or through reconnection with their families. And that's what this has been about. It's a pleasure, as always, hosting you.